Hello, this is Sean Payne here. It's Monday. I did some street preaching on Saturday I mean, and it was very interesting. When I went and preached the gospel and used the law to point to Christ, the Ten Commandments, someone, I guess, called the cops. And I suppose, since what I was doing was such a serious crime, that's right, not one, not two, but 3 police cruisers came. And first one cop came, and then two of his partners came, I guess, or 2 other cops came, and the one didn't question me. They interrupted the preaching while, questioning me. Now, I was gentle and respectful to them. And they even tried to use some intimidation. The one said something like, "You don't want to make my partner angry. You won't like it when he's angry." And which I don't understand why that police officer said that, since I was being so gentle. But anyways, basically, they said I can never preach again. They said I can basically only talk to people one-on-one and never go on my box. Actually, I'll show you my box. I guess it's right here. Right here, that's the preaching box. That's what I stand on. So anyways, they said, yeah, I can never lift up my voice again to preach to the heathen. They said I was disturbing the peace, but I don't know, I thought there was something called freedom of speech, and because other police officers have approached me before, and none of them have ever told me this is illegal. Some of them have even said they wish they could stop what I'm doing, but they can't. So I think this is unique to these police officers, and out of the response of other people. Many people were outraged at what happened after I told them. And I tried to be clear and specific in what I say, because lying and exaggerating are sins, of course. Basically, they talked to me maybe 10 minutes, maybe. And the one said he was a professing Christian, and when he read the back of my sign, where it says, God is angry with the wicked every day, he laughed. Him and his partner laughed. I didn't know Bible verses were funny. But anyways, after they finished and concluded, and I was, trying to reason with them about the other police officers and about freedom of speech, they said, do we have an understanding, and so on. And they went in their police car, and they were just sitting in there. Or at least one was. I don't know if the other 2 left, but at least one police officer was waiting there. And so he was just waiting and waiting. So I assumed he was going to see if I left or not. And so I kind of crossed the street, and so I guess he figured I was going, and then he went. And then I figured, well, time to do some more street preaching. It's better to obey God than to obey men. And I'm commanded to go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. You read the book of Acts, they were told not to preach Jesus, but they said it's better to obey God than men. I don't remember exactly where it is. It might be Acts chapter 5, but I may be wrong. And I figured if the police came again, I could record them this time and get their badge numbers to see if they would act the same. But as a result of this, I'm now considering getting a permit. I guess you can get a permit, and I guess that would give me immunity to the police, and it would make things easier. So I'm considering that. I could start preaching full-time or 5 days a week now, while working my part-time job. It went from full-time to kind of part-time hours. And I might be preaching on the university campus. I have to look into that. So lots of interesting things regarding the preaching of the open air. Of course, if you're a Christian, I ask you pray for me, because what am I but flesh? There's nothing good in me, in my flesh, that is. And anything good, positive that's resulted in this transformed life is as a result of God's grace and in His enablement. And the preaching and all that, well, I have to go to much prayer. I can't do that out of my own strength. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And just pray for me, because all the labor is in vain unless the Lord is behind it. And I hope you would be encouraged to do something for the Lord yourself, to proclaim the gospel. And if you're a heathen, go to areyouamonster.com and consider the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I suppose this is it. Thank you for listening.